We have all heard that pigs have wings and cows jump over the moon. But did you know that in south central Kansas there is a small town in which people come from far and wide to ride chickens? I am here in Hudson, Kansas at the 13th annual chicken ride. Shannon Bauer is going to give us the backstory.
All right, the chicken ride all began with a bunch of friends riding bikes together. And we're riding on these country roads, and we all got talking, we ought to put on our own bike ride. So there was Peggy Bauer, Gloria, and John Seifkies and I. And about that time, there was a round hay bale, so we called it, we decided to call a ride the hay ride. So the first year, a bunch of farmers painted up their hay bales with happy faces and all kinds of crazy things. But then at the end of the ride, we always have a chicken feed, and someone suggested, you ought to call it the chicken ride. So now it's the chicken ride. We've had a lot of fun with that chicken.
Yes, and how many riders have been in the maximum number of this?
Probably our maximum number was 130.
130, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah,
and this year, how many did we have?
We had just 103 this year. We had a few back out because weather, but still pretty happy with those numbers.
Now, there have been some unusual happenings, I'm certain, over the years, so can you give us one of those?
Well, when you're biking, all kinds of crazy things happen, but one good, strong rider was coming out here from Hudson and lost his bike off the back of his pickup and came in. He was so upset. Well, Peggy Bauer, that puts on this ride with me, she loaned him her bike, so he had a bike to ride. And then last year, a guy just right outside of town hit a deer and totaled his pickup and messed up his bike, so he didn't get to ride last year, but he came back this year and rode the whole thing, and so glad he came back to see us.
I heard there was an accident today. Can you clue us in on that one?
Yeah, going out on the ride, we had a headwind, so people always draft, get behind each other to block the wind, and one guy got too close to someone else, and it threw him off his bike into the ditch, and he banged his shoulder up pretty bad, so had to take him to the doctor, but otherwise, today is a smooth ride.
Safe and sound. Now, who made the chicken?
The fried chicken? Oh, this chicken?
Yes.
John Makings from Great Bend, Kansas. He is one of our bicyclists that come and rides with us. Well, this year he's on call, so he couldn't be here. But he is a creator. He loves to make things. I think he's probably an artist. But anyway, he made this out of blow insulation. Just fantastic. He must have shaped it with wire underneath, I'm not sure. But then he made the necklace out of chain and all kinds of fun gears. And
I noticed a number of people were taking pictures by it for souvenirs so they could take home and verify that they had seen the chicken.
That's right. He makes the chicken ride.
Now then, in closing here, what's the future? Will this keep going?
As of right now, yes. Peggy and John and Gloria have decided to not be a part of planning it, but maybe just riding it. So I am hunting now for some helpers to help me keep this going. I love putting on this ride, and I want to continue being part of it.
Sounds like fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Before dawn, this year's 103 bike riders started registering at the Hudson Community Hall in preparation for the annual Hudson Chicken Ride. A quick bite to eat, a thorough check of the equipment, a careful look at the map, and finally rolling into line for the last-minute instructions before the official start.
Okay, we're going to leave in about 4 minutes, right at 7. A couple announcements. Did everybody get a map? Because on the back side of the map are the phone numbers that if you break down, we'll come and pick you up, or we have a mechanic. Oh. Okay. Inexperience. It's never worked till now. Okay, there's water by the door in the community center, so when you leave to go home, grab a water. There's plenty of water. There's also look for prizes at the end. I hope everybody got a bag of flour. And, okay, well, you can get it at the end. Okay. And let's see, what else? Well, we hope you stop at all the stops, and because we've got food. And what else? Welcome to Hudson. We're all glad you're here, and we hope the weather holds out for you. So we'll just wait patiently, and I'll yell when it's 7 o'clock. John says just let you go. Okay, the ride's starting. We're starting early.
All right, thank you. All righty.
This ride had 2 routes. The short one went to Stafford and then back to Hudson. The long one went to Stafford, then to St. John, north on the Eden Valley Road to K-19, east to just north of Hudson, and then finally back south to Hudson. Along the way, there were sag stops for riders to rest and refresh themselves. For those of us non-bikers, SAG stands for support and gear. The prize at the end of the ride was a chicken dinner catered by Wheatland Cafe and, of course, pictures with the chicken.